Hello and welcome. This is going to be my Dark World deck profile. First off, we have the level 2 monsters, 3 Fabled Raven, for basically just like a card destruction we don't get to draw. Next up, 3 Bow, draw one of the main draw engines of the deck, just use it with Dark World dealings for 1/1. Wait, you get to draw 2 tool guides. Because tool guide was made for this deck, you play 3 targets for tool guide and therefore can use both tool guides. Next up is 2 beige. I play beige because of the Ravens. That's why most of my deck choices are a bit weird, is because Raven just works much better with these cards than they would do in a normal Dark World deck. Next up is triple Snow, the main search engine of the deck, which allows you to get any card that you actually need. If you need a Grapha, discard Snow. You need Gates, discard Snow. You need Dealings, discard Snow. 2 gold because the deck tries going for rank 5 XCs, and this works very well with Raven doing that. Same thing with the 2 silvers for the rank 5 XCs, and it works well with Raven in order to special summon them to the field. Next up we have the level 7 monsters, Dark Armed. Just because since you're playing Dark monsters, you basically just need to play Dark Armed. Gores because everybody MS Easy Field Spell or Heavy Storms it away. And it's just nice to have it, and if you don't need it, you can only just discard it with Gates. Well, yeah. Next up for the level 8 monsters, first up is Blacklisted Soldier. A light target for it is Fabled Raven and any light XCs monster that would use. And then we have, of course, the 3 Graphas. Grapha is the main card of the deck. It's a big beat stick, 2700 attack, 3k under Gates. It will basically get over any problem monster. Allure for draw power, draw 2, banish 1. Card destruction, that card that makes really broken plays in this deck. I've went like plus 10 with this end, with card destruction and Raven in my hand. Next up, Dark Hole. To have my opponent go first, I'll Dark Hole then go for my plays. Next, Dark Hole Dealings to set up my plays, and for simple searches with Bow, and Snow, not Bow. I'm horrible with words. Heavy Storm to get rid of back row, get rid of the macro, D-Fisher, anything like that. Reborn. It's Reborn. You get plus 1s with Grapha being able to get back a Snow, a Brow, or a Beige. Gold or silver with it. 1 day peace for those dirty plays with attacking. Then main phase 2, activate this. Draw 1 card. You can't do damage to me. 3 gates to stop from have all your monsters gain 300 attack, and also some more draw power for the deck. Now onto the traps. First we have 1 main deck Eradicator of Epidemic Virus. It's for the game 1 against Prophecies. Just flip this Tribute Grapha, call spells, they basically scoop. Single Mind Crush, just because almost every deck searches it nowadays in this format, and it's just nice to have 1 main deck. And finally, 3 Reckless Greeds, because it's one of the best draw power cards of the format. It's a +1 when you activate 1, +2, and then +3. And you only have to skip 2 draw phases, so it's basically a +5 if you have all 3. Next for my extra deck, first off for rank 3s, 2 Evier. It helps a lot against main deck Macros Cosmos, and just goes from some dirty plays with Gates, Grapha, and Snow, and other cards like that. Next up, Moo's Rhythm. I prefer Moo's Rhythm over Acid Golem because it becomes 3600 under Gates. And since I'm not playing Skill Drain, it doesn't deal 2000 burn to me. Leviathan as my generic rank 3, I need to go to 10 Tempo to get rid of problem XYZ monsters. I really don't make him that often. He's just there in case I ever do need him. Zen Mains, another one of those generic ones, just defense, stall if I need to. Utopia, generic rank 4. Photon Torpedo Operative because my favorite card, and Roach because it becomes 2200 under gates and is good against anti-synchro decks and stuff like that. Next up, Audreus because the deck makes length 5s, and this is just a detach 1, destroy face up. This hits spells and traps, so you can hit macros and other stuff like that. Volcanosaurus because you can go detach, blow up, attack a monster, and it just is really good in the deck. Tears because sometimes I want to just attack attack a monster, destroy it, then destroy the back row, such as a macro, something similar. Zenmaiya when I need to get rid of back row, and just very versatile in that way. Next up for the rank 8, Heliopolis. This is my only rank 8 because it's basically all you need in terms of rank 8s. It's basically detach 1, tribute any number of monsters, destroy the same amount of cards on the field, which helps you get over stuff like macro. And finally, for my synchros, I play 1 Black Rose Dragon because it's very easy to make. You just have to go Raven, discard, Beige, Sync 7. Next up, for my side deck, I play 1 Drone Rockbird because prophecies are a thing now. Lava Golem for 6 Sams and stuff like that will just rocks you down from spells and traps. This deck will need spells and traps. Next up, these are a bit more like local side deck cards. You probably should change it if your locals is different. I play 2 traffic controls for facing against gadgets. That if they have 3 or more monsters, they can't attack, and all gadgets do is spam monsters, so it's really nice to have. 1 field barrier to protect my field in case against other decks that play field spells. It's real nice to throw this up against a Gravefield player. They can't play up their Necro Valley. Next up, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons to anti-side against macros and deep fishers and other stuff like that. No Man of Extermination, another one of those cards for anti-siding. It's NST only for face down cards. It removes it from play. And for the trap, all copies of that trap from both players' decks. Another local one, System Down, because of a bunch of gadget players at my locals. Next up, 1, 2, 3 Decrees, because you have 3 Decrees, because you don't play a whole lot of traps, and this is just really nice to throw up against your opponent. A single Return from the Different Dimension, because for those macros, you want to just like dump a whole bunch of monsters in the Banish Zone, draw into this, set, activate, bring them all back, attack the game, or go for something that can get rid of the macro and go for your plays. And 1 Library of the Woolwoods. It's not so good nowadays, but it works. You just control only 1 type, so you can only have like Fiends, which is fine with me because I'll just work around that. I can just attack with my 2600 monsters. I'll just make Audreus. I don't really need to go into other extra deck cards. So that has been my Dark World deck. Leave any suggestion in the comments. Thank you for watching.